Well, you know what time it is. It's time for Guilty Gear Strive OST, but first I do want to check out the Robo-Ky teaser since it did come out, so here we go, and then I think we'll be checking out maybe like a few OSTs, but I guess we'll see. I think it'll be May and someone else.
Self-sufficiency, infinite energy. It's the ultimate cutting-edge technology that we all strove for. Now that the endless array system is complete, all I need is an infinite supply of tangerines. You'll see.
So this is Robo-Ky. Wait, there's an official trailer? Okay, we're watching that, and then the OSTs. And this one is the official gameplay trailer.
I picked the right body to rent. This one's a winner.
That's the right body, eh?
Sorry.
Wait, did he just use a paper fan?
I don't only want to be some baker's errand boy. That's just a step.
Dual wielding full body.
That's all.
Wait, what did he place on the floor just now?
You think you can console me? Think again, you dumb Malia moron bozo sapien. A perfect physique like this brings victorious every time. Let's see some backbone. Come on, try harder.
Allow me to explain. By forcing this Hercules beetle to work nearly as hard as an
So that's how it works?
I can tap into infinite reserves of energy.
Who wants a loser among losers lose a life like that?
So that's his ultimate?
Get it?
What a good end. So this is Robo-Ky. Wow. Oh, so there's actually gonna be 2 more characters. So one more in winter and then the other one in spring of next year. Ah, okay. Continuing on now with the OST finally, starting with May. Excuse me. I still have a cold, so I do apologize about my voice. Hers is sounding lots of fun.
Over time, most things fade away. Isn't that right?
I assume the most things that she's referring to is the fact that Japan was destroyed, right? And she's one of the inhabitants of Japan, or at least was before orphaned by all the incident that happened. At least that's my assumption.
All of the memories dissolve it all.
I assume that all of the memories is referring to when she joined the pirates, at least. I hope, because it's what she considers positive and good things, right? At least at this point in her life.
Don't breathe on, go by. No matter how big it is, its time will come. It will be reborn as something new. The full moon, bright balloon.
She has a lot of like positive imagery, and I wonder if it's because not only because of the pirates, but also because of Johnny and her love for Johnny. But I do wonder what she means by no matter how big it is, it will be reborn as something new. So I guess no matter how big her resentment and pain is, perhaps that changed into something new, as in something more positive and more beautiful, like love, or in her case a crush, I suppose, right? At least that's what I would think. Also, special thanks to my Fox's Keepers, Fox Guardians, Super Fox Guardians here on YouTube. You guys are the reason I can cover games like this and release new podcast videos every week here.
Reborn as something new. The full moon, bright balloon.
So the full moon can sometimes indicate as something negative or something that is painful. There's a lot of negative associations with the moon rather than good things. So that's what I'm assuming that she's using it as. And then it changes into bright balloons. And when we think of balloons, we think of parties, we think of like really nice memories and something fun. And that's probably referring to her. There we go, that's her love song for Johnny. She's probably referring to the fact that she wants to grow up and then be able to marry him, right? Or at least she desires to, not that he actually wants to, but you know, one can dream, right?
All you need to know, always one or two things or a few. I'm alone, but I'm not alone. You know that, right?
So she's basically saying, I'm single, but I'm not alone because I have friends, right? I mean, or she could mean that even if she's surrounded by people, she might feel alone, but that's not really alone when other people are also like you, or something along those lines. Maybe. Maybe.
Need to know, always one or two things or a few. I'm alone, but I'm not alone. You know that, right? Trees and rain, now and then. I can't live without
That precious one must be Johnny. You know what they say, springtime of youth and spring equals romance, right? Is she talking about Johnny gambling and, you know, she's the one that deals with the finances, so just because I love you doesn't mean I'm gonna let you not take responsibility for the bad decisions you're making financially? Maybe? I would squeal and everything, but I have a cold, so I'm trying not to cough. And doing that will make me cough. The rest are basically repeats. Disaster of passion. Yeah, I guess that makes sense that she was having a crush on someone for like that long. Yeah, that fits. Checks out. It's definitely... May's song is definitely represents her very well. Plus, I really like the melody. Now it's Axel, out of the box. I feel so bad for him considering that he like basically time travels not because he always wants to. Ugh. He's so chill though.
All day today, the same day has come, a different day from everyone. Whether or not, it's like my time.
So basically, he's saying that regardless of my will, the day is always changed or not. And for him, it's always like, it feels like the same day because of that. But then for everyone else, it's obviously time has passed. And that's why it says he's saying that his time feels like it's frozen still because, it's not like he can control when he time travels. So yeah, no wonder he always feels like that.
Makes me hungry, I knew all about it.
I like how he talks about like mundane things because he time travels. Like obviously for people like us who don't have that kind of ability or in that kind of predicament, we don't really tend to focus on small things like a girl passing by a dog or, a cafe being amazing, But for him, he has no choice but to appreciate what he actually can experience and see at the moment because he doesn't have a choice.
Not much, no problem, even if the world doesn't change. I'm a cloud that don't have shades. My password is out of them.
I actually like the fact that he talks about the cloud not having shape because when I look at him, he actually doesn't really like express himself that he hates the time travel. He just accepts it. He just goes with the flow, basically, which, is kind of like a cloud just moving without really a destination. It's just going about. I mean, he might have goals and stuff, but for the most part, in his predicament, he just lets it be and just accepts it, which is kind of amazing. He has like a really strong mentality for even being able to think that way, to be honest. At the very least, I wouldn't be able to deal with it that easily. Also, if you're enjoying this so far, then be sure to hit the like and comment down below and share my video with friends about the fun. You can also get early and full access to all my content, including my podcast, by joining my squad here on YouTube. And if you think about it, he is kind of out of the box. He's kind of like an outsider everywhere he goes because he's a time traveler. Not because he wants to be, though. See, he's very positive. That's why I said I can never be like him, because he just takes things with the flow and just accepts it. And he thinks everything will be fine, like there's gonna be no problems. Which honestly, I guess he's right so far, but I guess we'll see. He is everywhere. He must always feel like an outsider, considering that his password is out of the box. Man, the timing. You are. I mean, I guess technically his time continues. It's not like it's always frozen. Although even if to him it does feel that way. And he sure has, I mean, he's happy just being alive, so but then again, just being alive means that he's proof of something that's very like crazy, considering that, you know, he's time traveling. So yeah, it could be very dramatic when we think of it that way. If I have to say melody-wise, I think I like May's a little bit more than Axel's, but I like the lyrics in Axel's quite a lot. Fits him very well. Actually, every single one has fit the character super well. This will be the last one for today, and then we'll have more in the next video. Chip's theme, Play the Hero. I kind of remember about him, like him being president, and then, you know, I forgot what he was before, but he became a ninja, and then his master died, and then he continued to strive to become a ninja, and then became president. Now he's like teaching others to be ninjas too, or something. Unsurprising. I think he calls it a game of chance because he only happened to meet his master by chance, right? Although I do agree that he probably has enemies coming after him, considering that he's a president and a ninja, and I think his previous occupation was also something that could probably have a lot of enemies, I would assume. Oh, for sure that's what he would say, because he went from like 3 different professions. It makes sense. No matter what life throws that you take it on. Whoa, find like a tiger, walk in the park, play the hero till I die. Fly like an eagle, soar through the sky, be free till you die. He is the one that became president, right? just making sure. Because sometimes I get them confused with other characters. I feel like becoming a ninja really made his life different. Which is why he probably says all that. So he's basically calling Johnny a fool for gambling. Just it's over for you. Life never goes the way you want, that's how it is. No matter what happens, face it all head on. No wonder you became a president with that kind of mindset. The one that's very active and makes his choices and sticks through them. Or goes through them, or I guess sticks to them and goes through with it. There we go. It would make for a very great leader. guess he's not wrong for thinking that, because I believe he was almost dead when he was found by his master, right? And then became a ninja. So death was already something that's like hard to defeat. And then after that, his master died, so he was all alone and had to teach himself how to become a ninja. That's another, you know, harshest wave. And then he becomes president, which is also another kind of a, you know, very tough thing to do. So yeah, I can see why he would say that.
The moment you give in, you get wiped out.
Considering your life, yeah, that makes sense. You would think that too.
Walk in the power, play the hero till I die. Fly like an eagle.
I feel like he's the character I would actually respect a lot as a person,
Fly like a tiger.
for the most part.
Fly like a tiger.
Very initiative.
Go soft in the sky. Be free. Till I die.
I feel like this guy would be the type that would have his motto be like Carpe Diem or something along those lines. I mean, don't you think that would fit him, like phrase-wise? I feel like each character would probably have like a perfect phrase that fits them 100%. Makes me wonder what other phrases would fit the other characters. If you can think of any, let me know down below, and which character, because I am quite curious if you guys have like a specific line dedicated to a character that you feel like definitely fits their mindset. It would be very interesting to just read. In any case, be sure to click on the playlist right here on the screen if you want to see more videos like this one. And hopefully by the time I, do the next video for this, I won't have a cold, so I'll be able to talk more and then cover more songs at a time. It's just I have a cold today, so it just can't be helped. I can't force myself too much. But if you do want it to speed up in my backlog, then you can go to my sponsor and push it up to the front of the queue. So there's that option too if you really want to see it right away. In any case, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!